All right, first off, with the little ones, these slide and see books are great for little fingers. They can't rip the flaps. These just have back and forth action on these pages. And these ones are great for snuggling up and just reading with little ones. The animal hide and seek has multiple textures per page and flaps that hide. And these flaps, though, are really sturdy flaps. These are ones that the kids can get rough with, and the book will still stay in shape. It has multiple kinds of textures, and then it's also a counting book as you go throughout. So this one is another one that's great for snuggling up with little tiny ones. As they get a little bit older, some of my favorites are the story path. This one, they choose a path throughout the story, and then they get to help tell the story. So once upon a time, there lived a, and then they pick one of these characters. Whom did you choose? What's their name? What did they look like? Where did they live? So they get to tell this story to you as you're going through the pages, and it just prompts these hilarious, fun stories throughout the book of Story Path. And each time it's different. Town and Country is a great look and find book that turns around. So you have one side that has the town part, and then you flip it over for the country. So it has here country transportation, and then all these different things you can find, like tractors, horses, bicycles. Then you flip it over to this side for town transportation, trains, planes, traffic lights, and some of the things are the same, like bicycles. So you get to find them on both pages. But it teaches the difference between the town and the country, and you can have conversations too about different parts while you're looking and finding in this book. This one we can spend hours on. Another fun one for this age for snuggling up is I Say Ooh, You Say Ah. And this one is a hilarious read. It doesn't have a lot of pictures. It's one that's just involved with a lot of words. And it is so fun. You get to say in underpants a few times. And it has this cute donkey. And as you're going through, you'll have different actions that they do for different words or when they see different things. And it's just a hilarious read, and it's a lot of fun. All right, for a little bit older than that, we have some masked fairy tales. These ones, you get to put the mask on as you're reading the story, and the text throughout these pages too is emphasized. So it has the typography where it helps you to read it with just a little bit more feeling. You can do the voices with it too, and it's just a lot of fun. We have the Little Red Riding Hood and also Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So this is how they come, where they have the masks right here, and you get to punch out the masks and put them on as you're reading these classic fairy tales. So these masked fairy tale books are a lot of fun for that reading time and for creating memories. We have 5-minute and 10-minute stories, so as you graduate to a little bit higher there, these ones have beautiful illustrations, and then the stories that are just 5 minutes each. How's my hair after the masks? All right, so on these ones, these sweet stories about bear and squirrel and fox and their friends, and as you go through, you can just read one or multiples. These are great right before bedtime, nap time, these 5-minute stories, and then the 10-minute stories. And there's some classics in here, and then some original stories too. And these are fun from all around the world. There's The King's Pudding. Oh, my pen table content. Beauty and the Beast, Why the Sea is Salty, The Story of Pegasus, The Firebird, Pinocchio, Sorcerer's Apprentice, and then once again those illustrations that are just gorgeous. And they do take right on 10 minutes. We timed ones. Some are about 7 to 8, some a little bit longer, 11, but right on 10 minutes, depending on if conversations are started or the voices take a little more time. But these books are great to have around for snuggling and reading too. 5-minute and 10-minute stories. And there's even a 10 more 10-minute stories book that we have available. And then for even older, we have some classics. These illustrated books that come with lots of stories in them. And then let me show you just a peek inside this one. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde Kidnapped, White Fang, King Solomon's Mines, and The Phantom of the Opera. And these have the condensed story really well written out, and then the pictures that go with it. And there's a whole bunch of these different ones too, of these classics that have different stories in them. And these puffy covers and a ribbon bookmark, they're just perfect for reading together, and then you can just put that bookmark in when you're done to save for the next time. So we have those condensed ones that are all illustrated too, and then we also have illustrated originals, so like Anne of Green Gables, Little Women. You have the story, White Fang, and then the illustrations throughout as well with the original words in these stories. So these are for a little bit older and just fun to read together or on their own. An illustrated Odyssey. You can see some of the pictures in this one. So there's so many options for snuggling up, for creating memories together.